Are you a man over 50 and are you sick and tired of waking up to use the bathroom? Is it 2, 3, maybe even 4 times every single night? You finally get comfortable. You start to drift off and then you feel that familiar pressure building again. It's frustrating. It steals your energy, and it can make you feel a lot older than you are. Many men think this is just a normal part of aging that they have to live with. But what if I told you that's not true? What if the solution to sleeping soundly through the night isn't found in a pill bottle, but right inside your grocery cart? I want to tell you about a man named Frank. Frank was 62, a retired mechanic from Ohio, a grandfather who loved nothing more than taking his grandkids fishing on a Saturday morning. But Frank had a secret that was dimming his golden years. His nights were a wreck. He was up every 2 hours, sometimes even more frequently. The constant interruption left him exhausted, irritable, and worried. He'd seen his doctor. He knew it was his prostate, a condition medically known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, that was causing all the trouble. He was told it was common, almost a rite of passage for men his age. But common or not, it was ruining his quality of life. The fatigue was making him cancel his fishing trips. He was snappy with his wife. He felt trapped in a cycle of sleeplessness and frustration. Frank was skeptical of making big, complicated changes. He wasn't the type to go on some trendy, restrictive diet, but he was getting desperate. He started reading not just about medications, but about nutrition. He learned that the prostate is a gland that's incredibly responsive to what we put into our bodies. He discovered that certain foods contain powerful, naturally occurring compounds that can soothe inflammation, balance hormones, and support bladder health. So, he decided to try an experiment. He wasn't going to diet. He was just going to strategically add 5 specific things to his daily routine, things he could easily find at his local Kroger. He started with a handful of special seeds in the morning. He made a simple switch with his afternoon beverage. He changed how he prepared his vegetables for dinner. He discovered a golden spice that he turned into a comforting evening drink. And he found a particular fruit whose juice became his new secret weapon. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to change. After a couple of weeks, he slept for a 3-hour stretch. It felt like a miracle. A month later, he was only getting up twice a night. After 3 months of being consistent, Frank had a night where he slept for 6 straight hours. He woke up feeling like a new man. He had more energy than he'd had in a decade. The fishing trips were back on. His wife noticed he was laughing more. He felt in control for the first time in years. Frank didn't take a magic pill. He simply unlocked the power of food. And today, I'm going to share Frank's 5 secret weapons with you. These are the top 5 foods you need to start eating to help win back your nights and support your long-term prostate health. Number 5. Pumpkin seeds. Let's start with perhaps the most well-known and scientifically backed prostate-friendly food on the planet, the humble pumpkin seed. Don't let their small size fool you. These are nutritional powerhouses, and for men dealing with the nightly bathroom shuffle, they can be a true game-changer. This was the very first thing Frank added to his routine. He started by simply eating a small handful of raw pumpkin seeds, often called pepitas, every morning with his breakfast. So, what is the magic behind these little green seeds? It comes down to 2 key components, phytosterols and zinc. Let's talk about phytosterols first. These are natural plant compounds that are structurally similar to cholesterol. For decades, European doctors have been prescribing concentrated phytosterol extracts to treat BPH. The way they work is fascinating. They are believed to inhibit an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. This enzyme is responsible for converting your healthy testosterone into a more potent and problematic form called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. It's the overabundance of DHT that is a primary driver of prostate cell growth, leading to the enlargement that puts the squeeze on your urethra and sends you running to the bathroom. By inhibiting this enzyme, the phytosterols in pumpkin seeds can help reduce DHT levels, thus slowing down the prostate enlargement process. Think of it like turning down the volume on the signal that tells your prostate to grow. The second superstar in pumpkin seeds is zinc. The prostate gland contains the highest concentration of zinc of any soft tissue in the body. It's absolutely critical for normal prostate function. As men age, zinc levels in the prostate often decline, sometimes dramatically, especially in those with BPH or other prostate issues. Zinc plays a complex role, but it's believed to help regulate inflammation, and it also, like phytosterols, helps to inhibit the conversion of testosterone to DHT. A deficiency in zinc is strongly linked to prostate enlargement. By replenishing your zinc levels, you're giving your prostate the fundamental building block it needs to maintain a healthy size and function. A 4 cup of pumpkin seeds provides a significant portion of your recommended daily intake of this vital mineral. For Frank, the pumpkin seeds were the easiest change to make. He would sprinkle them on his morning oatmeal, toss them into a salad at lunch, or just munch on a handful as an afternoon snack. Here's a simple recipe for a prostate power trail mix you can make at home. Get a large bowl and combine 1 cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, 1 cup of walnuts, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, another anti-inflammatory hero, half a cup of dried cranberries for a bit of sweetness and antioxidants, and 1/4 cup of Brazil nuts, which are packed with selenium, another mineral crucial for prostate health. Mix it all together and store it in an airtight container. Keep it on your counter and grab a handful every day. It's a simple, delicious, and powerful way to make pumpkin seeds a consistent part of your life. Start here. It's the first step on the path to better nights. Number 4. Cooked tomatoes. Next up, we have a staple of kitchens around the world, but with a specific crucial instruction. They need to be cooked. I'm talking about tomatoes. While raw tomatoes are great, cooked tomatoes are the undisputed champion when it comes to delivering the one nutrient that prostate glands crave: lycopene. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant. It's the pigment that gives tomatoes, watermelons, and pink grapefruits their characteristic red color. Antioxidants are your body's personal security team. They patrol your system and neutralize unstable molecules called free radicals. Free radicals are damaging agents that cause oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to chronic inflammation and cellular damage throughout the body, including in the prostate gland. The prostate is particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress, which can fuel the inflammatory processes that worsen BPH symptoms. Lycopene is uniquely effective at concentrating itself in the tissues of the prostate. Numerous large-scale studies, including extensive research from Harvard University, have shown a strong correlation between a diet high in lycopene and a reduced risk of prostate problems, as well as a slowing of prostate enlargement in men who already have BPH. It works by quenching those damaging free radicals right where the problem is, helping to protect the prostate cells from damage and reduce inflammation. So, why the emphasis on cooked tomatoes? The reason is bioavailability. In a raw tomato, the lycopene is trapped within the plant's tough cell walls. The heating process breaks down these cell walls, releasing the lycopene and making it much easier for your body to absorb and utilize. Furthermore, lycopene is fat-soluble, which means your body absorbs it best when consumed with a little bit of fat, like olive oil. This is why traditional tomato sauces, tomato paste, and even ketchup, a low-sugar version of course, can be more potent sources of lycopene than a fresh raw tomato. This was a revelation for Frank. He loved spaghetti, but he started making his own simple, robust tomato sauce. It was easier than he thought. Here's a simple recipe for a highly lycopene tomato sauce you can make in a big batch and use all week. Sauté a chopped onion and a few cloves of minced garlic in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil until soft. Add a large 28 oz can of crushed or diced tomatoes, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper. Let it simmer on low heat for at least 30 minutes. An hour is even better. The longer it simmers, the more the flavors melt, and the more lycopene is released. Use this sauce on whole wheat pasta as a base for a soup or even spooned over grilled chicken or fish. Making a conscious effort to incorporate cooked tomato products into your meals a few times a week is a delicious and incredibly effective strategy for flooding your body with this prostate-protecting antioxidant. Number 3, turmeric. Coming in at number 3 is the golden spice that has been a cornerstone of Ayurvedic and traditional Eastern medicine for thousands of years: turmeric. In recent years, Western science has begun to catch up, conducting thousands of studies on this incredible root, and the findings are nothing short of spectacular, especially when it comes to inflammation. The active compound in turmeric that gives it its vibrant color and most of its medicinal properties is called curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever discovered. Remember, at its core, BPH and the urinary symptoms that come with it are deeply connected to chronic low-grade inflammation in the prostate gland. As the gland becomes inflamed, it swells just like a sprained ankle would swell. This swelling is what constricts the urethra and leads to all those frustrating symptoms: the weak stream, the feeling of not being able to fully empty your bladder, and, of course, the frequent nighttime trips. Curcumin works by blocking a molecule called NF-kappa B. Think of NF-kappa B as a master switch that, when flipped on, activates genes related to inflammation. It's a primary instigator of the inflammatory response. Curcumin effectively walks up to this master switch and prevents it from being turned on. By doing so, it helps to cool down the inflammatory fires, not just in the prostate, but throughout your entire body. Many men who start incorporating turmeric regularly report not only an improvement in their urinary symptoms, but also a reduction in joint pain and other inflammatory conditions. Frank was intrigued by turmeric. He'd heard about it for arthritis, but never considered it for his prostate. He started by making what's commonly known as golden milk, or a turmeric latte. It became a calming nightly ritual for him. Here's how you can make it. It's simple. In a small saucepan, gently warm 1 cup of milk. You can use dairy milk or a plant-based alternative like almond or coconut milk. Add half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1.4 teaspoon of ground ginger, a pinch of cinnamon, and this is the most important part, a small pinch of black pepper. The black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which has been shown to increase the bioavailability of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without it, your body has a hard time absorbing the curcumin. Finally, you can add a tiny drizzle of honey or maple syrup for sweetness if you like. Whisk it all together until it's warm and frothy. Don't boil it. Sipping on this warm, comforting drink an hour before bed can be a wonderful way to deliver that anti-inflammatory goodness directly into your system to work its magic overnight. You can also simply add turmeric and black pepper to your cooking in curries, soups, on roasted vegetables, or even in scrambled eggs. The key is consistency and always pairing it with black pepper to unlock its full potential. Number 2, green tea. For our number 2 spot, we're going to talk about a simple beverage switch that can have profound effects on your prostate health. It's time to swap out some of those other drinks for a few daily cups of high-quality green tea. For centuries, populations in Asia that consume green tea regularly have had significantly lower rates of prostate problems. And modern research is now showing us exactly why. The power of green tea lies in its rich concentration of potent antioxidant compounds called caecins. The most powerful and well-studied of these is epigallocatine 3-galatea, or EGCG. Just like lycopene and curcumin, EGCG is a fierce warrior against inflammation and oxidative stress. It helps protect your prostate cells from the daily onslaught of free radical damage, but the benefits of EGCG go even deeper. And this is where it gets really interesting for men with BPH. Similar to the compounds in pumpkin seeds, the caecins in green tea have been shown to influence hormone pathways. They can help inhibit that troublesome 5-alpha reductase enzyme, reducing the conversion of testosterone to the prostate-enlarging DHT. But they also have another effect. They are believed to encourage apoptosis, which is the body's natural process of programmed cell death for old or damaged cells. In the context of BPH, prostate cells can start growing and multiplying too rapidly. The compounds in green tea can help restore a healthy balance, essentially sending a gentle signal to excess prostate cells that it's time to retire, helping to manage the overall size of the gland. Some studies have even suggested that the compounds in green tea can help relax the smooth muscle tissue of the bladder and the prostate, which can lead to a direct improvement in urinary flow and a reduction in that frustrating feeling of urgency. Frank made a simple change. He replaced his 2nd and 3rd cups of coffee in the afternoon with green tea. He found that it gave him a calmer, more sustained energy without the jitters, and he knew it was working behind the scenes to help his prostate. To get the most out of your green tea, a little technique helps. Use hot, but not boiling water. Water that is too hot can destroy some of the delicate cacans and make the tea taste bitter. Let the water cool for a minute after it boils. Then steep your tea for about 3 to 5 minutes. Aim for 2 to 3 cups per day to get a therapeutic dose of these beneficial compounds. You can drink it hot or let it cool, and drink it as a refreshing iced tea. If you want to take it to the next level, you could even explore matcha tea, which is made from ground whole tea leaves and contains an even more concentrated dose of EGCG. Making green tea your go-to beverage is a simple, hydrating, and powerful habit for long-term prostate protection. Number 1. Pomegranate. And now for our number 1 food, a fruit that has been revered since ancient times as a symbol of health and vitality, the pomegranate. This isn't just a beautiful fruit with dew-like seeds, it's arguably the most potent source of prostate-friendly antioxidants you can find. For Frank, this was the final piece of the puzzle, and the one he felt gave him the most significant boost. Pomegranates are loaded with a unique and incredibly powerful class of antioxidants called punicins. These compounds are so potent that pomegranate juice has been shown to have 3 times the antioxidant activity of red wine or green tea. These punicins are exceptional at reducing the systemic inflammation and oxidative stress that contribute to prostate enlargement. They work tirelessly to protect the delicate cells of your prostate from damage. But the most exciting research surrounding pomegranates and prostate health relates to PSA, or prostate-specific antigen. PSA is a protein produced by the prostate, and levels are often elevated in men with BPH or other prostate conditions. While BPH is not cancerous, managing PSA levels is a key concern for many men. Several promising clinical studies, including notable research from UCLA, have shown that daily consumption of pomegranate juice can significantly slow down the rate at which PSA levels rise in men. In one study, the PSA doubling time, which is a measure of how quickly the PSA level is increasing, was extended from an average of 15 months to 54 months in the men who drank pomegranate juice daily. This is a profound effect, suggesting that pomegranate has a powerful stabilizing influence on the prostate gland. There are 2 main ways to get the benefits of this superfruit. You can eat the seeds known as arolds themselves. They are wonderful sprinkled on yogurt, oatmeal, or salads, adding a burst of sweet tart flavor and a satisfying crunch. The second and perhaps easier way to get a concentrated dose is by drinking 100% pure pomegranate juice. This was Frank's method. He would have a small 4-oz glass of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice every single day. It's important to read the label and make sure you're getting pure juice, not a cocktail that's loaded with sugar and other juices. A small amount is all you need to get a therapeutic dose of those powerful antioxidants. Here's a quick recipe for a simple pomegranate vinaigrette to make your salads even healthier. In a jar, combine 1/4 cup of pure pomegranate juice, 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1 TBSP of Dijon mustard, 1 TBSP of red wine vinegar, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Shake it vigorously. It's a delicious dressing that turns a simple green salad into a prostate-protecting powerhouse. Making pomegranate a regular part of your diet is the number 1 strategy for drenching your body in the specific antioxidants it needs to calm inflammation, stabilize PSA, and support a healthy prostate for the long haul. So, there you have it. The 5 nutritional superheroes that can help you win back your nights: the zinc-packed pumpkin seeds, the lycopene-rich cooked tomatoes, the anti-inflammatory turmeric, the hormone-balancing green tea, and the antioxidant king pomegranate. The journey to better prostate health and more restful nights isn't about a magic bullet. It's about making small, consistent, intelligent choices every single day. It's about taking control of what you put on your plate and in your cup. Frank's story shows us that real change is possible. He didn't follow a miserable, restrictive diet. He simply added these 5 powerful foods to his life. And in doing so, he reclaimed his health and his happiness. If you found this information valuable, if it gave you a spark of hope or a new idea to try, I would be incredibly grateful if you would hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos designed to help you live a healthier, more vibrant life. And please leave a comment below. What's the one food from this list that you're most excited to try first? Sharing your journey can inspire and help other men who are going through the same thing. Remember, you are not alone in this fight and you are not powerless. You have the ability to make changes right now, today, that can lead to better tomorrows and much, much quieter nights. Stay strong, stay consistent, and know that you deserve to feel your best. Thanks for watching.